It began like a scene from a spy film, but this was horrifying real.
February 13, 2017, Kuala Lumpur International Airport 2 became the stage for a political assassination. How does a murder carried out in a broad daylight at an international airport go unnoticed?
Kim Jong-nam, the estranged half-brother of Kim Jong-un, was about to check in for flight. Two women approached. One distracted him while the other rubbed a cloth over his face. The encounter lasted less than 3 seconds. The cloth was laced with VX nerve agent. Within minutes, he felt the effects and died in the ambulance. The women were arrested shortly after claiming the video for a reality TV show. This act triggered a massive international incident.
It was just not longer about one man dead, it was about nation dignity violated in a public view. Trust was broken instead that one symbolized dialogue were not severed with finality.
Malaysia demanded justice after a chemical weapon was used on its side. North Korea denied any involvement. It wasn't just a murder investigation but an assault on Malaysia's sovereignty. North Korea refused to cooperate, demanding their bodies returned and accusing Malaysia of colluding with hostile forces. Their strategy was denied and counter-accusation. Before the assassination, Malaysia and North Korea had a unique relationship. Malaysians enjoyed visa-free travel to North Korea and there were business cultures exchanges. The assassination shared this peace, a betrayal of trust. The use of banned chemical weapons in crowded airport was a profound to diplomatic insult. Malaysia condemned the act and North Korea accused Malaysia of fabrication. Malaysia recalled ambassador then expelled North Korea ambassador. North Korea retaliated, expelling Malaysia ambassador. The visa-free agreement was scrapped. A friendly relationship turned bitter.
In a world governed by diplomacy, and trust erodes and embassies become front lines, what happens next? Let's find out.
The conflict escalated into a full diplomatic crisis with retaliatory measures. Decades of trust evaporated. The relationship shifted to a zero-sum game. Their goals became incompatible and the conflict intractable. Diplomacy failed, becoming part of the battlefield. Just when it seemed the situation couldn't get any worse, North Korea made an unprecedented move. On March 7, 2017, Pyongyang announced it was temporarily banning all Malaysian citizens from leaving the country. 11 Malaysians, including young children, were suddenly trapped, transforming the diplomatic dispute into a hostage crisis. The Malaysians in Pyongyang became pawns in a high-stakes negotiation, the very definition of hostage diplomacy. Malaysia responded in kind, barring all North Korean citizens from leaving, a direct retaliation. Citizens from both countries were trapped, their freedom contingent on a political resolution. The conflict had reached its most dangerous point, making the need for a resolution incredibly urgent. The negotiation had to happen through back channels. North Korea wanted Kim Jong-nam's body returned and safe passage for suspects, while Malaysia wanted its citizens back. It was a grim transactional bargain requiring immense patience. After 3 weeks of tense secret talks, a deal was struck. On March 30th, Malaysia released Kim Jong-nam's body and allowed the suspects to leave. In return, North Korea lifted the travel ban. The Malaysians were flown home, landing to an emotional welcome.
But wait, how did the media play its role in this part?
The media played an immense and complex role in the Kim Jong-nam affair. From the moment the news broke, it became a global media sensation. The story had all the elements of a blockbuster: a mysterious assassination, a bizarre chemical weapon, female assassin, and the shadowy hands of the North Korean regime. International news outlet descended on Kuala Lumpur, turning a national criminal investigation into an international spectacle. The intense scrutiny put immense pressure on the Malaysian government to act decisively. The media coverage arguably escalated the conflict, limiting diplomatic action. However, The media also played a role in constraining North Korean action and perhaps even facilitating a resolution. The global spotlight on the 11-nation hostage created a powerful narrative of victimhood. By framing the situation as a hostage crisis, the media helped galvanize international opinion isolating North Korea. Ultimately, the media acted as both an accelerant and mediator, forcing accountability on a regime that actively avoided.
So what actually did happen after the crisis was over?
After the hostage exchange, relations between Malaysia and North Korea froze. Embassies were shuttered and diplomatic contact ceased. The conflict was resolved at a tactical level, but the strategic relation was in ruins. For over 2 years, the situation remained stagnant. A necessary pause, reconciliation began quietly, requiring a change in political leadership. Malaysia's 218 government change offered a fresh start, shifting the focus to pragmatic relationship repairs. Signs of a thaw appeared in 219 with unofficial talks crucial for rebuilding trust. The aim was to restore a functional diplomatic relationship through gradual confidence building measures. In the 219 official meets in Pyongyang, focusing on reopening embassies and reestablishing formal channel. However, in 2021, North Korea severed ties responding to a Malaysian court ruling. Malaysia closed its embassy and expelled North Korean staff, highlighting the reconciliation's fragility. This case shows that conflict management is arduous. Trust is hard to rebuild, and transforming damaged relationships requires patience and a willingness to move beyond the past.